Good morning, and good morning from a drizzly, miserable Sunday morning. It's just left 7 o'clock, I think, ish. Get across here. This is Devonshire Square. Bloody hell, it is miserable. I'll just show you here. This is where years and years ago, when I was about 12, so what would that be? It was about 79-ish. All round here at Devonshire Square, this is just the start of Church Street here, goes right down into town. But when they had all the tarmac up, you could see the old tram lines here. So the trams had come down here and then down Whitegate Drive here. And that building there, pinkish coloured building, that was the tram stop at one time. I never knew it as a tram stop, but it was. All we knew it as was a bloody public toilets, to be fair. Yeah, this building. There are pictures knocking about on Google, if you want to Google it, of this being the tram stop. And the trams had come round here from Whitegate Drive down there. There used to be a depot down there where the trams used to stop, further down Whitegate Drive. Yeah, they lived there overnight. The trams had come round here and down Church Street and on into town. Okay, we're going to town anyway. We're going to see what's happening. Sunday morning. Sometimes at this time, still revellers making their way home from the Saturday night. That building there, what's the houses now, that used to be John Thompson's. Expensive it was. Yeah, furniture and all that sort of thing, that used to be. What's now Lane's, the bakery, that used to be Ditchfield's Bakery, now Lane's. And I think I saw a sign saying they've had it since 1984, Lane's, same family. So it was pre-1984 when it was Ditchfield's. God, used to be on skateboards on Oxford Road, which is next to Lane's there. And Saturday morning, you could smell the fresh bread. We used to go and get a loaf now and again between us. What's now Lula Elba, whatever it's bloody called, the wedding shop there, that used to be Sports Corner. That one on the corner there. Yeah, Sports Corner that was. Got the Rakes pub just down there in the distance. I've done all on the Rakes and what it used to be. Rakes Hall Gardens. Massive place before all the houses were built and the streets there. You know, Leeds Road and all them. Yeah. So, let's get into town. Meet you up there. Yeah, this here, it's now Eastham Solicitors. This used to be a garage. You can see where the petrol pumps used to be. I'll show you here. This is where you can see where the pumps would have been at one time. You can imagine coming in just there, you know, and filling up and what have you. Anybody want a pram? Pushchair, whatever it is. Yeah, and you used to go in there, just behind that van there. You used to go in to pay and what have you. But yeah, this was like a 24-hour garage in our day. I mean, back in the day, should I say. Right, onwards. Yeah, the building we're just looking at now, this is the Salvation Army building. It was a school, I'll show you in a minute. But just to the side here, this is where you would have walked in originally to the Rakes Hall Gardens. Don't forget, it was massive. It had to trotting, bloody everything, football, boating lakes, it had the lot. But then they opened the Winter Gardens in 1878, and the Rakes Hall Gardens just went closed basically. Yeah, so just here, this was originally a school, by the way. I'm on the S10 because it's rainy and that. I don't want to get my new one my new toy wrecked like I did the 21. I'll show you this plaque here. So yeah, this is where you would have walked in originally, to the Wrexhall Gardens. Just about here. Don't forget the housing that weren't here at the time, it was all part of the Wrexhall Gardens. Right, let's go on. Yeah, we're just a bit further up now. What you see now is the car park. There used to be shops there on that bit there that we're looking at, but here, that was where the Grosvenor pub was. Grosvenor. Famously, Frank Carson had it for a while. But if we cross over as well, behind me is the Regent Cinema, Theatre, whatever you like to call it as. So just here's where the Grosvenor would have been, the pub. Then you've got the Regent here. Look, sorry for spinning a bit fast. Yeah, it could do with a lick of paint now, couldn't it? This used to hold 850 when it was a bingo hall. I have actually called here when it was a bingo hall back in the day. So I used to be caller at Preston at the time. Started off at Coral Island. A lot don't know that Coral Island used to have a bingo hall in it with a capacity of 1150 at Coral Island. You wouldn't think so nowadays. It used to have a circle and the lot at Coral Island. We did the season, well, that had been about 84, 85. 85 you had to be 18 anyway, so I was only 18 in 85. So did the season at Coral Island and then got kept on, but started at Preston. Yep, okay, let's get a bit further on. Yeah, so we're a little bit further down Church Street now. So you've got the Stanley Arms, famously known as the Blue Room, now called the Brew Room, and that's where Blackpool Football Club were formed. Just there. I think this one on the corner, on the opposite corner, I've not been in, to be honest, that pub. Frenchman's Cove just there, reputedly haunted, and I do have to do just where are we there. I do have to do a review in there, a bit from there. Once again, I know a lot's seen this before, but for those that's not seen it and just recently subscribed, this is where the ABC cinema used to be. The ABC. Now, obviously just a car park. Such a shame. Then it went into a nightclub afterwards with a revolving dance floor and this, that and the other. All gone now. Shame. Beatles played here. Lots of famous people. Famous acts. And look at it, just gone. Shame, innit? Really is. Okay, onwards. Right, we're just on Topping Street now. Obviously you've got the Townsman there, the blue building just on the right after the red one. But I've got to do a review here at Tower Fisheries. I've been in there so many times, honestly, over the years, because it's obviously opposite the Townsman. So different this time in the morning, isn't it? Sorry. Hope you're not having your breakfast. Yeah, so I'm doing on the 10, so the stabilisation won't be as good as, but I'm not wrecking another toy. Go through too many. Yeah, the Musical Tavern used to be there, that building there. Musical Tavern. A lot may remember it used to be in the Yates's building before it burnt down. the arcade, you know, the Tivoli, and then you had the Tivoli cinema above. Watched Conan the Barbarian there many moons ago, many. So coming up for St John's Church, and the gravestones that are still there. Don't forget, all here used to be the graveyard as well, all round here, where we're walking now and where the tables are. This used to be the graveyard. They took them up apparently and they went to Leighton Cemetery, but there are still, if you can see here, I'll just quickly show. See how there's still a couple of three in the grounds. And you will notice through Blackpool, Topping Street, I could have shown you as well, was like little studs in the ground, and that shows where the boundaries are for each property, you know, where it becomes pavement and then the businesses property. I think I've shown them before. I'm trying to find them now. There are some little studs somewhere. Ah, here we go. That coming out. See the little studs. Them little studs, that shows the boundaries for the properties. And just here, this is where the buses always used to stop here. Obviously it's pedestrianised nowadays, but this is where they used to stop. Quilligans there, that's where you used to go straight through to the theatre for the Winter Gardens. You can see the arch, and that's where you would have gone straight through at one time. Can't nowadays, you go through the entrance there at the Winter Gardens, but yeah, for the theatre you'd go through there at one time. It's great at this time in the morning. Probably on about 7:30 now, Sunday. Isn't it good? It's still warm, it's not cold at all. Let's go on a bit. Yeah, it's right warm. It's not cold at all. Just drizzly. One of them drizzly days. I've shown that before, where it says Clifton Arms Hotel, livery stables there. I've shown that before. It came visible when this nail polishing, you know, nail place caught on fire. Nail Emporium was it called? When this was caught on fire. Yeah. That's what it says. I didn't mean to do this, to be honest. I just about done a full tour of Church Street here. Obviously the Grand Theatre all being done up. You can see all the scaff. You've got the Friends of the Grand as well that do great work for the Grand. Buffy revamped. Oh, okay. That's meant to be Spike. There was Spike in Buffy, weren't they? An angel. Yeah, Nando's just here. And then you've got the Hounshill Centre there, named after Central train station. A lot don't know, Central train station was actually, first of all, in 1863, when Central train station was built. It was originally the Hounshill train station, and then a few years later went to just be called Central Station. North Station was before, that was 1846 was North Station. The reason that it was North that was earmarked in the Beeching report in the 60s to be knocked down and Central kept, but the council lobbied the government basically to knock down Central and keep North Station, because obviously Central area, or what was Central Station then, now that car park, it's earmarked for the £300 million development obviously, and that's started now. The car park's actually up. We'll have to walk down there again another day. Show you the development now. And all what's the cop shop and that. Concrete jungle as I call it, that's all coming down. Yeah, so they actually knocked down Central area, or Central train station as was, rather than Blackpool North, because of course Central had more scope for development. And it would do really, wouldn't it? Right, so we've literally come right down all of Church Street. I wasn't planning that, I was just showing a little bit when I first started, so you could see where that tram stop was at Devonshire Square. So we're on the prom, just outside Papa's. We'll leave it here then. Oh, you've been alright with that little wander. Don't forget like and subscribe. We're trying to get up to 20 subscribers. It is free, it doesn't cost anything. So if you would do, we're on about 17 subscribers at the moment. No, I'm only kidding. But if you would like and subscribe, just do the channel a favour, especially minute ones like this one. But from just outside Papa's and the promenade, most of all, stay safe. You know what it is. Have a cracking day.